What? Be careful. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Rakwakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, GMS. Peace out, taste is blessed. The Akim, Raven is true. Shalom, hopeful elect. Salakia. I brought the kids out here to this little riverside skate park, and I didn't get to get a regular shirt put on, so Salakia about that. But I was gonna try to do a little lesson here, a little willing. I ain't really got anything set up to go, so I'm just gonna go in the spirit, Lord willing. All right, so this is John chapter 4, verse 44. For Yahweh Shai himself testified that a prophet hath no honor in his own country. Okay? A prophet has no honor in his own country. Starting with the elders on down, we got to deal with scoffers, got to deal with mockers, people coming against the truth. That's part of it. At the end of the day, even people in your own household. Our the elder brother, Zakba, he was going into that a little bit. People in your own house when he accepts you. Mark, let's see, I'll get one. Mark chapter 6, verse 4. But Yahweh Shah said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, but in his own country and among his own kin and in his own house. Okay? That's what it is. So Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified, made white, and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly. None of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. This is Cyril or Ecclesiasticus 39:24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. For the good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for the sinners. All right. It goes into the next verse. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. All right, we are in a very wicked and evil time on this earth. These devils who have charge, they completely turn everything good and just destroyed it. Destruction, complete and utter destruction. And then they call the evil good and good evil. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. This is modern day Rome, spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? What happened to ancient Rome? All right, so this is 2 Peter. Chapter 2, I start verse 1. Salakia. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there are false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privately shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that bought them, and bring upon themselves swift destruction. So, brothers been going into that, anytime one of these other camps, get to going off, brothers rebuke them, you know what I mean? You just constantly see, uh, they ain't got it, Don't only the elders, GMS and on down, like-minded brothers, that's where it's at, that's where the spirit is. Everybody else just man, they ain't got it, Don't really need to get into that, but and bring upon themselves swift destruction, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're bringing swift destruction upon themselves. If you follow after a false one of these false teachers, false prophets, one of these groups that have a leader that is you know accepting Esau's serpent by it, then hey, you set for destruction, swift destruction. Verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of the truth shall be evil spoken of. You got scoffers coming against the truth. For years, they've been coming against the elders, and like-minded brothers, coming against the MOTB, mocking it, scoffing. I seen that one dude taped a potato chip to his hand and was like, "Look, I got," saying, "I got the chip," and just at the end of the day, hey man, the Lord ain't mocked, okay? And through covetousness, shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you. And that's what a lot of these different camps, these Christian churches, that's all it is. At the end of the day, they about that bag, they about that money. They making merchandise of the Lord. Okay? They don't even know the scriptures. They can't break down the prophecies. They tell you go trust in the devil, Esau, trust in the government. They trying to, we know what they do to people. Whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. For the Most High spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment. Spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. All right. So again, the Lord, He's destroyed this place many a times. Okay, He destroyed it with water. Back in the days of Noah, Sodom and Gomorrah, He rained down brimstone fire on Sodom and Gomorrah, only saved Lot and his family. All right, and we understand the prophecy to come. Babylon the Great, which is America, that great horse set on many waters, is going to be completely destroyed by ICBM missiles. And these devils coming down with that draconian laws, about to implement that MOTB, that chip, make everybody get that chip. And then these other countries, hey, starting with Russia, the Medes, but they're gonna send them missiles over here. All right, and only elect are gonna be saved, via the chariots of the Lord, which the so-called UFOs. That ain't no such thing as little green men. Them are angels. All right, the Lord, He created this whole world, created everything. You know what I mean? these devils have slowly destroyed this whole earth. All right? That's what people don't understand. You know, Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Okay? But this ain't for everybody. You know? The Lord, let's say 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3, if our gospel be hid, is hid to them that are lost, to whom the God of this world, who's the God of this world? Satan and these devils that run this earth. All right? And blinded the minds of them, you know, which believe not. All right? So if they ain't got if they ain't got faith, because remember, faith's a gift from the Lord. If you ain't got faith, well, the Lord didn't give it to you. All right, if you ain't got spiritual discernment, the Lord didn't give it to you. You're a sitting duck. All right, and hey, we know the end thereof, especially over here in America, Babylon the Great, and all these other countries that form that beast system. You know, this is verse 6, 2 Peter 2:6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. And everybody on this earth should live ungodly, you know, for the most part. You know, people don't even care what the laws of the Lord are. You go to one of these little harlot houses, you know, phony ass Christian churches, and they say the law's done away with. You can eat what you want, you can do what you want. You know what I mean? You can be what you want, and that's totally going off, you know, going against the law of the Lord, going against the way that this earth is set up. All right, but again, you know, that's why the destruction is coming, and you know, 2/3 of Israel gonna be destroyed, and then you know, a lot of these heathens and these Edomites over, you know, all across the whole earth is gonna be destroyed. Over here in Babylon the Great, you know, all them about to get it. This is verse 7, and delivered just Lot, you know, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right, you know, Lot was a righteous man. He was just. You know, he's vexed with the ungodly way of life with everybody else. Okay, when you coming in this, you know, you coming in this righteous, you know, spirit, and you have to constantly see, you know, ungodliness. And then they rub in your face, you know, saying with this, you know, your little boy want to be a little girl at age 4, you can chop his thing off. You know what I mean? They say 2 guys can be with each other, girls can be with each other. It's all madness. It's all confusion. You know, that's why it's got to get burnt. It's got to be done with. All right, so this is verse 8. For that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. All right, so if you accept, you know, the way of these devils, you know, if you accept that madness, then you're going to be destroyed with it. Let's say hand joining hand with the wicked should not go unpunished. Let me get it. Yeah, truth is, you know, it ain't teaching no prosperity doctrine, you know, for that money in that offering cup like these churches. You know, we're bringing out what's to come. All right, the indignation and the wrath of Yahweh shall not shy. This is Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Okay, so wicked, they gonna catch it. You know, if you join hand in hand with the wicked, you gonna get it. How you join hand with these devils? You trust in their way. You bow down to their system. You bow down to the beast. All right. Let's say Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, making flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. All right, cursed be that man. Okay. Verse 7 though, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. So in these times that we're in, you know, we understand we're in the end days, you know, via the prophecies, you know, Matthew 24, 2 Ezra 15, chapter 15, chapter 16. All right, we see the signs. We know what time it is. You know, Lord, help us shot through the Spirit and power. You know, give us this spirit to discern these things at these times. Everybody else just they blinded, you know. That's the way the Lord set it up. He didn't want to say everybody. All right, if they flood the house of Israel, they, you know, the 2/3 they gonna come back, you know, after the kingdom is established. This chapter Romans, chapter Romans. This is Romans chapter 11, verse 8. According as it is written, the Most High had given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. Okay, that's why you got you know, many coming against the true doctrine of the Lord. You know, how about Shemai Shai? You know, so-called Christians. You know, they like going down to their little churches and hearing a verse. You know, having a little dinner and you know, preacher man saying, you know, God save everybody, you know, John 3:16, but we understand John 3:16 is referring to the house of Israel. All right. Yeah, look at the water out here, y'all. See the let's get Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 2. Verse 5. Swaki. Y'all going to get Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them. All right. This verse 7. And thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. Okay. So it's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, all right, which is the house of Israel. You know, and was Israel's a people before it's a place, okay? We understand that, you know, the so-called Jewish people over in Israel today, they are Amalek. They are the synagogue of Satan. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, all right, what's prophesied to be happening in these last times? The uproars of the people, sedition among men, sword, plagues, famine. Okay, you got these devils that, you know, run this earth, coming down, hitting everybody with that baby sword. You know, and people about to start dropping. You know what I mean? And that's what they want. They want to depopulate down to 500 million. And then they want to put that microchip in all the others, you know, complete control. You know, they want to play that. They want to play that power seat of the Most High, you know. when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. And start with the elders on down. That's and like-minded brothers. That's what's taking place. We are watchmen. We got this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and we are bringing it out. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So, the word's going out, whether they hear it for bear, at the end of the day, the blood's going to be on their own head. All right? They are blind. They don't see. If the blind lead the blind, they both fall into the ditch. All right? All right, so verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. All right? So in these times we're in, if you ain't taking warning to what's really going on, like the brother on the bit shoot, brother GMS Mississippi 144, brother Ayashima, what's really going on. If you ain't taking taking warning to what's really going on, hey, when it's here and it's too late, you're gonna bug out, you're gonna freak out, man. Us in the know, whom the Lord Habashah give us the spirit to see what we see, all right, through wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We building up our faith day by day. We don't need nothing in this world. We are just here, until we're doing what we're doing. We're going to work. We're running through the motions until we can't no more. And then it's all in on Yahweh Shah, all faith on the Lord. You know what I mean? We don't need none of this. This is all going to go. This is a carnal realm. Everything over here in America is going to be totally destroyed. All right? All right, this is Ezekiel 33, verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will require at the watchman's hand. All right? So, brothers who understand this truth, that's why I say go out to the highways and the byways, bring him in, bid him to the marriage. What Yahweh say? If you love me, feed my sheep. All right? Back in the day, the sheep gonna hear the voice, and everybody else, they just ain't meant for them. That's what it is, Lord, he gonna have mercy on who he gonna have mercy on. He gonna destroy who he gonna destroy. All right, so verse 7. Verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his ways, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Okay? So we're getting the blood off our hands. Oh, let's say, prophesy to the wind. We ain't out here trying to get no large follower. You know what I mean? We're just trying to get the blood off our hands. All right, it's a beautiful thing. All praise you. How about you not shy? What are you doing?
On the bike.
Huh?
Riding my bike.
Yeah.
Hot. I can do a drop in now, Dad.
Huh?
A drop in. Like drop in stuff.
Where's the Eli? Go ride your bike. Go ride a little bit more. We're going to leave in a minute. Yeah, sun's going down now. All right, verse 9, Ezekiel 33, verse 9. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Okay? Again, getting that blood off your hands. Okay? All right, we see, we see what's going on in Australia right now, right? How they move in Australia? They locking down the cities. You can't go into the next city. And they don't even got they ain't nobody even sick over there. But their vaccination, their V rate is low. It's at like 20% or less, and they want it to be 80%. They want to hit 80% of the population with that jab. Okay, that's why they're going through the harsh lockdowns. They got containment camps, concentration camps set up, and it's over here too. They just ain't come down like that yet over here. All right, but once everybody who took that thing start dropping, they gonna false flag and say, oh, it's a new this, new that, everybody's sick, yada da da da. That's part of the agenda. That's part of their wicked agenda, the wicked elites. Okay, we understand. The times we're in, the times to come, it's about to get bad. All right, this is the beginning of sorrows. It's just at the very, very beginning. All right, the Lord, He about to really send out some plagues and famines and sword, death, and destruction all throughout this earth. All right, leading up to the indignation of the wrath of Yahweh Shemah Shai. America the Great being completely destroyed, the ICBM missiles. When these times we're in, here's a little precept, the words of Yahweh Shai, Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. Okay? Enduring to the end, faithful unto death. Alright? These devils, all they can offer you is ain't nothing. Really at the end of the day, carnal shit. Alright? Romans 8, verse 6, what it say? To be carnally minded is death. Alright, so people out here in their carnal minds, not being spiritually minded, it's going to be a death of many. All right. First, this is Revelation 2:11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And what is that second death? The ICBM missiles. Okay. That's hell. All right. The hellfire. No. This is the wicked's heaven right now. All right. And the tribes are set in a lower state. All right. This is our hell. Okay. That's Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, that's how it's trying to tell them, but these are the signs to look for. All right, beginning of sorrows, the end is manifest. Okay, and the funny thing about it is, whom the Lord have blinded, they ain't gonna see it until they're until they receiving that judgment. Okay, that's why what it say is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Okay, everybody just think they in control of everything. They in control of their own life. You wake up in the morning, you in control of your breath. You in control of what other people do. Everybody's just everybody's in control. That's exactly how the devil thinks. He trying to control everybody. With all these laws. Then you try to put that chip in everybody, control them that way. Hey, but many of these sheep gonna be led straight to the slaughter, and that's what it is. That's why we humble and we grateful and thankful. Brothers, give thanks. To Yahweh outside for giving us this spirit to have this spiritual eye. Okay, because with this we are hopeful elect. Okay, Lord, when we are hopeful number. We have a chance because we have understanding. And what's Isaiah 33 verse 6? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right, roughly paraphrasing. People don't fear the Lord out here. They fear man. Okay, the Lord, he gonna mess them up, man. All right, this is Matthew 24 verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. That's going to happen. It's happened in the past. The prophets of old. They were afflicted. They got some of them got killed, and in times to come. That's why I say be faithful unto death. Okay, so if the Lord, is going to put you at rest, hey, die, a glorious death, doing the works, all right, and your works do follow you. It's verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Okay, everything's just so, everything's good right now. So it seems. Hey, but these devils, they about to shut it down, man. They about to lock down. They about to, hey, man, they gonna come in with that full wrath. Revelation 12:12. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil's coming down with that great wrath. Because he has for a short time. All right, but what's the beginning of that verse say? Rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Okay, we dwell in the heavens, spiritually minded, leaning on the Lord, trusting in Yahweh Shem outside, and leaning not on our own understanding. Okay. Verse 12, verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because the iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, just wait, man. You know what I mean? When everything's in turmoil, and they don't crash the dollar. You don't got no money. That's what people's benefit is now. They got a little money. Little daddy, mommy's money, and this and that. But hey, when daddy and mommy don't have no money, and many ain't gonna survive. They ain't gonna know what to do. They gonna be, booties in the street, taken by whoever's stronger. Okay, that's just what it is. That's verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right, and security guard trying to come over. They tried to run me off of them over here a few times. And this gospel of the kingdom, starting with the elders on down, it's going out throughout the earth, okay? We don't preach Jeebus, white Jeebus, okay? We understand that the Lord, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the men of color, all right? Esau is red. Esau is a so-called white man, all right? The devil that the Bible speaks of. Start with the elite, the wicked rulers of this earth right now, okay? All right, so I'll go ahead and I get one more precept and wrap it up. This is Ecclesiasticus, Cyril, chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. That's 5. I'm going to read it again. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Ooh. Y'all get one more. Isaiah 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. All right. So with that, Lord, we're edifying. I'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Dash. DTA, a Bible Ball. Y'all done heard of Sleepy Joe. He's saying, anyone who wishes harm upon this terrible ass thing of a country, he's gonna come after. So hey, that's prophesied too. The insurrection, great insurrection upon the men of the Lord. Men who fear the Lord. Roughly paraphrased. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And our power, how about Shemai Shai? Hey, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? All these devils, they gonna get destroyed. Okay, the wicked and those joining hand in hand. A day of vengeance is coming. All right. So with that, I say, Kwam Yashala, Bible Ba, Shalom.